Hi there everyone and welcome back to Chill and Trade TV. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe and click on that notification bell. But if you're back here again, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. And in this week's videos, we'll be taking a look at Audcad, Eurusd and Gbpjpy, and also NFPs coming up this Friday. For those of you who don't know, NFP is always on the first Friday of the month. So that's something nice to look forward to or look at. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to trade with a regulated FSCA broker, click on the link in the description down below. I made it quite easy for you guys because if you click on that link, it will take you straight to the site to the regulated broker, and then you can just register from there and create your account. And if you want to find out exactly what is an FSCA broker, there is a video in the channel, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. And also you can check if your broker is FSCA regulated or not. And I'm actually thinking of just choosing random brokers and doing a video on that and checking if they are regulated or not on your behalf, so that you guys can just know which brokers to open your accounts with or not. But also guys, when you do that, you need to take into consideration the spreads and all those kind of things. On my side, I'm just gonna check if they are FSCA regulated or not, and then the rest you just have to check yourselves, because I mean it's your decision at the end of the day. So anyway, with that said, let's take a look at Audcad, ladies and gentlemen. And if you remember the last analysis, we were looking for this sell to the downside, and as you can see, it did play out. I hope you guys got those sells. I hope you guys caught the direction according to your entries. But I want us to take a real look at this pattern, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just gonna get rid of everything and then just reanalyze the pattern just a bit. Just a bit. It's a new month, new trading opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys make the most of this. Okay, I think for now this is fine. For now this is fine, and we are on the daily time frame. We are on the daily time frame. Let me take a look at the weekly time frame and see exactly what is happening. What is happening? So Audcad hasn't been really giving us a clear direction as to where it's going. So at the moment, it's just me trying to take trade patterns within patterns. Just trying to trade patterns within patterns. And our focus mainly is just around here, basically. Around here. I don't wanna dive too deep and analyze this pair from the weekly, daily, and all the way, basically doing a top-down analysis, because I just want us to focus on what is currently happening in the market so that we can take those entries. We can take those entries. So let me just actually remove this as well. So now we have a nice clean chart, because eventually, remember ladies and gentlemen, I was anticipating this push up, this correction, and then a push up again. That was the overall bias or direction when I looked at this pair. But it might take time to play out. So let's just focus on what the current market movement is telling us. So we do have this aggressive push to the upside, and then price is currently moving correctively to the downside, which means there's not really much momentum to the downside, because as you can see how this is behaving, and as you can see, price changed direction from here. It decided to create those higher highs and higher lows. So let me go down to the 4-hour time frame. So right now I just want to focus on zones and maybe get the current market direction so that we can get those entries. So price gave us higher highs and higher lows, and from here, let me see if we can have a nice ascending channel. Um, During that high, that lows, I mean, sorry, and then these highs, these highs. Does it look like we have something? Probably, 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 probably. Let me just go back to the daily time frame. I just want to check the higher high. Okay, we'll use this one. So basically our focus is just, let me move this a bit high because no, not that. Let me just move this like that because that's a false breakout. This is a false breakout. Okay, so our focus generally is just something like this. My focus is something like this, something like this. So ideally, I will be anticipating price to push to the upside. This might be a funny ascending channel. Okay, let me rather do it from this high, so that it looks textbook. Looks like a textbook ascending channel. Let me just do that. Also, bear in mind, guys, the market is not perfect, right? The market is not perfect. So some patterns might look skew, but as long as you get the idea or can see or identify the pattern, that's all that I think it's reasonable. It's reasonable enough. All right. So right now, as you can see, price is pushing to the upside. This is the ideal pattern we are anticipating. Let me move down to the 1 hour time frame and see if we have any entry patterns. Have any entries? Okay, for now, what I see is that I do see a push up, prices correcting, and then we are anticipating another push to the upside. So let's see if we have a nice pattern here or what. I'm gonna join those highs, and should I do it? Should we do it like this? Should we do it like this? Okay, let's rather do it like this because there is a possibility that price might just push down to a bit lower to the downside and then continue this leg up, this leg up. All right. So now that we have dived deep into this pattern, let's see. Can we get possible entries here or what is actually going on? Let us see. Let us see. For now, there's nothing much. For now, there's nothing much. Just there's nothing much. However, this could also be a possibility that the price decided to reverse already. So then we can just do this. This is also a valid pattern. This pattern is also valid. Is also valid. So now that we have this, if this does play out, ladies and gentlemen, and if price doesn't push to the downside, so we'll just have to babysit, guys. Babysit this and watch how it plays out. If price does give you more momentum to the downside and gives you an entry pattern, you can enter, and then we'll have this pattern then we'll have something like this. Then we'll have something like this. We'll have something like this. So what I mean is price maybe might just decide to do something like this here and then push to the downside. if that happens, just pay attention to it and wait for the entry pattern or whatever you use to enter the market and take the sales to the downside. And then from here, remember we're still looking for those buys to the upside. So you can just wait and babysit that. You can just wait and babysit that. Just let the market play out and do its thing. No need to rush the market, guys. There's no need to rush the market. So now that you see the first setup, remember what I do is I do my first setup and then take a screenshot and then have my second setup and take a screenshot and then just monitor the markets according to my screenshots. Whichever setup plays out, I'm gonna take it. So here's the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. As you can see, the reason I like my trading style is that I can cater for both probabilities, either the buy or the sell, either the buy or the sell. And some you categorize them in terms of long term, short term, or medium term. So that's just a bit of my tips and tricks I use. So, like I said, if we have this, because price already at this low, so if price does continue to push to the upside and then gives us a continuation entry pattern, and then we'll enter at the breakout. We'll enter the breakout and look for those buys. And if you, let me just zoom out a bit, my target will be this high, the high of the pattern. So if I continue to see these patterns play out while price is still pushing up, I'm going to scale in, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to scale in. I am going to scale in. This is just the market rewarding you or showing you what you need to do. You need to scale in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be afraid or shy. Alright, that's it for Audcad. I hope you guys saw those two setups. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Euro USD. Euro USD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And if you're finding value from these videos, guys, let's just continue making the channel and the community grow. Alright, with Euro USD, let me get the one where I have USD. My analysis played out already. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Is it? Wait a minute. Euro USD. Was it the first one? Alright. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let me go to the daily. We'll just analyze this. Oh, okay, no, it's this one. Okay, good, 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 good. Alright. So with Euro USD, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the previous analysis, we were anticipating price to reach this highs according to this pattern, and then from there we'll look for the sells to the downside. However, price seems to be failing to break these highs. Price is failing to break these highs, these two highs there. And might look like what's this? A double top, which means it's a reversal to the downside. So, like I said, we're not gonna complicate this analysis. You can just leave the outer pattern as is and then just focus on what is currently happening here so that we catch our entries. Nothing hectic, nothing too complicated, guys. Nothing too hectic, nothing too complicated. And as you guys notice that I'm mainly a pure price action trader. I don't really trade the news, but sometimes it's just good to know what is happening, but I don't really trade them. If my setup plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, like I mentioned, price failed to break both these highs, and this gave us a double top reversal pattern. Let me see the neckline. if price is giving us rejections in the neckline zone. So I think you can already see by what I'm doing that where we are going. Because initially I could say there is a pattern right here. I could say there is a pattern right here, a descending tail pattern right there. But the way price is playing out, it seems it's more aggressive to the downside. So we're just gonna go with the momentum of this pair, ladies and gentlemen. Just go with the momentum. Price is telling us that there's momentum to the downside. So we don't want to trade against it. I mean, you can counter trade, but for me, that only applies on specific setups or how the market is moving. But for now, the market is showing me that there is momentum to the downside. So, and as you can see, price gave us this push strong to the downside and is giving us a nice corrective pattern here. Corrective pattern here, which is also at the neckline or a zone. Either one you want, neckline or zone. So let's just identify this pattern here. This is on the daily time frame. So I'm just gonna move to the 4 hour and then the 1 hour. But I just wanted you guys to see everything. Let's just see if we go down to the lower time frames, if this is still valid. And if this is still valid, then we will focus on this setup. And initially, what I mean is that we have this push down. Let me just get this. We have this push down. We have this corrective structure. Let me just get this again. We have this push down, down. We have this nice pattern, and then we can anticipate a drop to the downside. We can anticipate a drop to the downside. We can anticipate a drop to the downside, ladies and gentlemen. We can anticipate a drop to the downside. Let's just leave that. We can anticipate a drop to the downside because here we also have a bit of confluence. We have the zone, we have the pattern, and aggressive momentum to the downside. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. See if this is still valid. This is still valid, ladies and gentlemen. This is still valid, and as you can see, this is still valid. And the more we go to the lower time frame, this is gonna be convincing enough. See, ladies and gentlemen, so there's still opportunity to take the sales to the downside. All right, this is perfect, guys. This is perfect. This is exactly what we would like to see. So same old, guys. Same old. Anticipating something like this, continuation pattern, and enter the breakout until the lows. When I enter at the breakout until this lows. Wait for a pattern, enter at the breakout of the lows. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, since the overall direction that we are anticipating is to the downside, as you saw on the daily. But for now, I just want us to look at something. So if price gets to these lows, nah, and then it aggressively pushes up to the downside, I mean, sorry, pushes up to the upside, you can wait for a pattern as well. Remember, now we're just trading within a pattern. Wait for another pattern, and your buys will be at the highs. Your targets rather will be at the high of this pattern. And if it gives you more continuation patterns, you're gonna scale it. But let's focus on this pattern for now. Let's focus on this pattern for now. And if it does, yo, if price if breaks out, price breaks out, which is also acceptable according to this pattern, and then price gives us this, it means there's still continuation to the upside. So ladies and gentlemen, do not be shy. Do not be shy. One thing about the market is that if it gives you your setups, do not be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Take them. You must take them. Take full advantage of them. That's where the term capitalizing on your setups comes in, or capitalizing on the market movement comes in. Price gives you your setups. Don't be too shy. Don't say, "Ish, I've already taken enough." Well, if it is according to your what's this your risk to reward ratio or your targets for the week, then you can. But for me, I don't have such things. I don't necessarily have weekly targets or monthly targets or whatnot. For me, I analyze the market, and if the market gives me my setups, I take them. That's where discipline comes in, because I can wait for a while without getting setups, and I will not force the market. So when the market does give me my setups, I make sure that I capitalize, and I don't over leverage my account or scaling too much. No, I enter according to my risk management strategy. That's something you must also take in mind, ladies and gentlemen. As much as you have a analyzing or a trading strategy, you must have a risk to reward strategy and an exit strategy, which is pretty much simple, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want me to just have a video where I cover those so that it can just maybe help you manage your trades, just leave a comment down below, and I'll gladly do that. So that's it for Euro USD, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys got value from this analysis. Now let's move on to Gbpjpy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, with GJ, let me go to the daily time frame. Let me go to the daily time frame and see. Let me just scroll out a bit. Okay, I do have a GJ pairway that I did analysis on before, but that's fine. We'll just take a look at what we currently have. So just want to do a quick analysis on it. Let's just go to the weekly time frame. As you can see, with GJ, it has been pushing up aggressively, and it broke these highs. Broke these highs, and currently what is happening right here, when we go down to the lower time frame, you will see that there is a pattern of some sort. So we are still looking for more momentum to the upside, and we can target this higher high, that higher high, because price broke this high and is pushing aggressively to the highs. So let's just identify our playground. We're just gonna do this, have that, and then just have this. Price gave us a double bottom here, double bottom, double bottom, because also if you go down to the lower time frames, you'll see this, these are false breakouts. These are false breakouts, and we do have a nice neckline there. A nice neckline. As you can see, price pushed up, went back to the neckline and reversed and pushed up again. So pretty simple, nothing hectic, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to analyzing the market, I don't like to over confuse myself. And like I've said this before previously, that if a pair is too complicated for you, don't force your analysis on that market, guys. Move on to another pair. Move on to another pair. Don't force your analysis, guys. Don't force. All right. So, like I said, this is the weekly time frame. Let's do a little bit of top-down analysis and go to the daily time frame and see these things. Market failed, I mean sellers failed to push price to the downside, and then price broke out and still continuing to the upside. So, like I said, what we have here is a nice pattern. Let me just identify this pattern. Identify this pattern. These two highs there, and then we have that. This is a nice continuation triangle, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I said, we are looking for those buys. Your target should be there, that high. Your overall target should be there. You can have your first target here. Remember, this is on the daily time frame. So you can have your first target here, but overall, we are looking for price to continue and push up, guys. Continue and push up until there. Let me go down to the 4 hour time frame and see if we have something going on. We have something going on right here. Price giving us higher highs and higher lows. And I can go deeper into this pattern or deeper in what's going on within this pattern, but I do not want to do that because I want to keep things as simple as possible, ladies and gentlemen. I want to keep things as simple as possible, not too much. So, as you can see, let me see if we have that there. Let me just clone this. I can't clone. Okay, here. Yeah, let's just clone this. Have that there. Have that there. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see something. But is it gonna be a funny one? Alright. There we go. There we go. We have this push up with this correction or pattern, similar pattern. And then we can anticipate. Let me just zoom in. Let me just zoom in. We can anticipate this push up. Once price breaks out, wait for a continuation pattern and then enter to the upside. Your targets should be right there. Your targets should be right there, ladies and gentlemen. This target should be right there. Let me see if there's a nice zone. From this high, let's see the zone there. Zone, a zone, a zone, zone, a zone. I just wanna check back as far.